Hi, Chuck again, Cloud9 Advisors. We help organizations make wise and smart IT decisions. More about that a little later. I wanted to share with you how I got started. It was many years ago. I was working for a nonprofit association, a trade association in Reston, Virginia. Kind of my first real job many years ago. I was the administrative director or manager, I don't remember, but just a fancy way of saying office manager. But as an office manager, I had to wear many hats. We owned the building, and I was a facilities manager. I did a purchasing contract for completely revamping all the HVAC, and I had to buy lights and just all kinds of stuff. And then paperwork and manage vendors and printers and all of these things. They actually hired me because I had a certificate from what was it for? Xerox, for the Xerox DocuTac, this big, huge, massive, basically just a printer, copier, right? Anyway, so I ran that department, and did all kinds of other things. One of the things that was completely outside of my wheelhouse at the time was the phone system. They had this giant phone system, not as big as the printer, but big old phone system. I think it was a Lucent Merlin Legend. 4 big cabinets, 3 or 4 big cabinets, and a Unix computer, dot matrix printer that printed off a report, 3 or 4 reams of paper, like every month. It was crazy. I hated that thing. And one of the things that I did was when I was there, as I was learning, I was green. Had a great boss. I got a chance to learn a lot. Boss was great, but distant. Anyway, I learned a lot from him. But one of the things that I did was, because I was green and new, and I needed to learn, I kind of wound up just answering every phone call. And what I mean by that is basically any salesperson cold calling me and just wanted to chat, I picked up every call and I answered every email, because I needed to learn. I needed to learn quickly. And anyway, back to the phone system. We had this big giant Merlin Legend. The maintenance on that thing was $1,500, $2,000 a month. We had 60 to 70 POTS lines from Verizon. We had a separate long distance bill from maybe Sprint or MCI, WorldCom, whatever. And the the Verizon bill for the 60 to 70 POTS lines was $3,000 to $4,000 a month, and the long distance was at minimum another $2,000 to $4,000. But every 4 years, this association that I worked for, they had a worldwide conference, huge trade show that they did, usually up in Chicago, McCormick Place. But anyway, for the year leading up to that huge trade show, the long distance would start out at about $7,000 and incrementally go up as we got to the actual trade show. By the month right before the trade show, $14,000 a month, just for long distance. It was insane. And I was told when these bills come in, the person kind of training me, they showed me the bill, and she said, "Just sign it." That's all she said. She didn't say look at it. She didn't say do anything with it. She just said, "Just sign it and give it to accounting." So anyway, I mentioned before, I take sales calls. I just take them because I wanted to learn. Anyway, so I picked up one day, and a guy started talking, and he started talking about, this weird thing called a PRI, and a dynamic T1, and all these things. I don't, no idea. Anyway, we got to talking. We went through the whole process. They reviewed the bills, and they looked at things, and they started teaching me about it and what it was and what I was doing. So, long story short, by the end of that, got rid of the long distance, got rid of the 60 plus pot line, and keep in mind, we only had like 45, 50 people in this association. 45 or 50 people, that's it. It wasn't like 250 people, and that kind of sounds, now that I know better, that kind of sounds a little bit more appropriate scale. But anyway, so anyway, long story short, I went through this whole process. We quadrupled our internet speed with our bonded T1 and dynamic PRIs plugged in there. We got a new phone system, kind of a pseudo VoIP phone system. It was actually a digital version of the VoIP phone system, but anyway, we got that, and by the end of this, I was the freaking hero. Saved us tens of thousands of dollars a month. It was insane. So that was kind of the moment, the experience that really got me a taste for the telecom world of things. Telecom, technology, that's where I got my nerd on, I guess you could say. Anyway, I wanted to share that. That's just a part of it. And from there, I got into other technology sales and got into technology consulting, and in the telecom world. And now I do what I do because I love what I do. I love my clients, and I want to give them everything that they need, not just what I am able to offer them. And that's what I love about Cloud9. So thank you very much. I appreciate you watching and listening. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, give me a call. Thank you.